was literally supposed to start out as a hobby. Yo guys, Dudley here and welcome to Plant Dud. Okay, so this is kind of a surreal moment for me. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would have a plant channel in 2022, I would literally laugh in your face like, okay. Today's video is basically like a welcome introductory video. However, I will be giving you like a little backstory of why I got into houseplants. But before we do that, I wanted to start off by saying I am a musician who has a plant hobby. So don't expect too much from me. And I think I have to like throw that out there just in case anyone forgets. If you want to check out some of like my music, I only have 2 songs out right now, but my main channel is actually linked in the channel as a whole. And you guys have Koa to thank for this at Koa's Plant Corner. I'm gonna link everything for her in the description, her YouTube, her Instagram. I think she has a Prince shop too, like Prince. Yeah, I'm gonna give her all of her flowers. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have started my plant Instagram December 3rd, or I like to call it Plantagram, but people call it Plantstagram. Either way, it's plants. Yeah, so Koa. And she's like really a vibe. Like I just watched her video with her sister that came out recently, so you guys should check that out. I'll probably leave that linked down below instead of her YouTube channel so that you can visit the video, give her view, and then like subscribe from the video. Yeah, so let's get into this. I'm here to like tell you guys what I do, and I mess up a lot, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. If you see a plant that's doing good, then maybe take my advice, maybe. But if your plant dies, trust me, that is not all. First off, I'm gonna start by telling you guys my favorite plant, and then I'm also gonna tell you the plant that I struggle with the most, which is the same plant. History, right? When I first started like getting into houseplants, it was 2017? No. It was back in 2016 when I moved back into my apartment after they did renovations. And I had this pothos that I bought from Home Depot. And it was like I think it was like a 4-inch pothos. And I liked the fact that it like just stood up and it was bushy. So that's why I bought the plant. And I'm a little slow. Like I didn't expect the plant to grow, even though it's just like we know plants grow. But it was sitting in my windowsill, and I just wanted something small for the area. And as soon as it started, like, trailing, I'm like, I don't like this. So I gave it to my mom. But knowing what I know now, I wish I would have, like, you know, kept the plant, nurtured it, fertilized, because I never fertilized that plant, but we had, like the longest vines for it and everything. So pothos is literally the bulletproof plant. But that is not the plant that got me into houseplants. Back in 2021, one of my friends was moving. I was into terrariums because I had 2 crested geckos back in 2020. COVID happened. We all made a lot of decisions that we shouldn't have, like a little rash. But I was looking and doing research into crested geckos for about a year and a half before I actually got it. I just realized I'm a jumpy person and like I'm not like trying to catch the gecko wherever it goes. When my friend was moving, she was saying that she needed to get, like she wanted to get a tree for her apartment. And alas, the fiddle leaf fig was in the equation. But when we went there, the first plant I seen, I was like intrigued by. I'm like, what is this? And I'm gonna grab it for you right now. It was the Monstera Deliciosa. Okay. Now this isn't the same one from last year. Unfortunately, it died. And if you follow me, well, it didn't die. It had thrips, and I got rid of it. It's in the plant foster care system, if you will. But I gave it away to someone who would be able to take care of it like better than me. I should actually check in to see if that person has any updates. Stay tuned for that. It might be in a video. But I also kept a couple cuttings from both of the plants. So I named the plant Jack. I was very emotionally invested in that plant. And when I got rid of it, I was just like, you know, I'm going to try again. Then we got this Monstera Deliciosa from Soil Vibes, and it's doing better now, but it's my fault because a part of being a plant parent is knowing when to grow up, and growing up means not uppotting your plants when they're not ready. So we had to down pot it back again, and I also got this pot from Soil Vibes. It came with a matching saucer, so it's in here now, and ever since I did that, it's given me a new leaf right here. So that means something is going right. I ordered another Monstera Deliciosa the week that I ordered this from Amazon, and if you check out my Instagram, I have a playlist that I started back in December where I'm going to be trying to order different plants from different online shops. But that plant, it taught me a lot of things. One, don't buy Monstera Deliciosa from Amazon. And two, check your roots when you get your plants, because that plant had root rot. And it's like, I'm going to show you what's left of that plant right now, because this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, so this is what's left of that plant. Just this leaf, and then I have like another two propagating in water. But honestly, this plant had root rot. So the first one, I don't even want to hold that for this video. The first one had root rot. I mean, so this one had root rot. The one that I first got, it had thrips, and I'm pretty sure it had root rot because I uppotted it too soon. But I'm still learning how to make a soil mixture that works for me. So far, I have a Monstera Peru that is doing well, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. Well, not the next video, but like in a future video. All of these Monstera Deliciosas taught me that I will not give up until I'm successful. Which leads me into the more expensive plants that I started to accumulate soon and am getting. So, because I think I perfectly caught this plant before it declined, the Deliciosa I got from Soil Vibes, I'm like, okay, I think I'm ready to get a variegated Monstera. Now that is gonna be that is gonna be a story in its own. Yeah, it was literally supposed to start out as a hobby. Like, this was supposed to be a hobby. What is wrong with me? After that first Monstera Deliciosa, I got a Philodendron Passizanum. And I'm gonna tell you why I got this plant. So for my more like common plants, the Deliciosa is my favorite. But my favorite plant of all time is the Philodendron Passizanum. And that is because when I first got into houseplants, I saw Plantarina's video. She had like a huge Passizanum. But, oh my god, a fungus gnat. I'm gonna kill you. Anyway, she had a huge Passizanum, but the thing is, she didn't really know what she was doing with the plant. Passizanums grow horizontally, and she planted it as if it was a climber. I digress. That is your money to waste. I'm pretty sure she spent like in the 200s for it. So yeah, this is the first Passizanum I ever had. This is Linguini, and yeah, I named them after pastas because, you know, Passizanum, pasta. Anyway, yeah, Passizanum, and I have another one that I'll tell you guys about in the next Equigenera, the next video that I do about the Equigenera imports. So yeah. Like I said, it was supposed to be a hobby. I think this plant is the plant that got me into like the more rare plants. And like, look how small this is. I paid $100 for this. Exactly. And I had it since May 2021. So, yeah, 2021. May 2021. And it is now March 3rd, 2022. 5 leaves. So, honestly, I'm not sure how this video is going to come out. I'm going to work some iMovie magic, and you guys are going to get a finished result. But if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up, share it to friends, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. But also, I have videos filmed. So I will see you guys sooner than you think. I think my upload schedules for my plant channel is going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then my main channel with the Vinyl Game Wednesday is going to be Wednesdays. And then a cover to match the album that I'll be reviewing on Friday. So if that is a little interesting to you, check out the main channel too. I have music there and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, I promise the next video isn't going to be that weird. I'm just a little bit in my head about this video because this is the first video. So yeah, I already had to refilm. We'll see. Peace, you guys.